We told you late last week, Facebook attacked my personal profile and made it, I can't live stream from my personal account anymore. We've obviously figured out a workaround and we've done that. And that's, I think, working well.
So far, so
Although,
good.
Are we getting Facebook? Yeah, we are getting Facebook comments. Yes.
Mhm.
So that's fine. So then yesterday I told you how they said my profile picture with me and the lemur is, I got restricted personally.
Well, because it's sexually explicit. Can't you see that?
Explicitness.
Can't you guys see that? I mean, listen, Hunter Biden and his laptop, all that stuff is fine. Okay. Totally. But mock with the lemur, not okay. It's legit violent. Porn is what it is.
And violent. And it like shows eating disorders.
Totally. Mm-hmm.
Well, now, and I don't even actually know when this restriction happened. But our insiders group, which we always tell people we want people to join, but we also hope that they decide to end up over on locals instead. Here's the reason why. Here's another reason why we would much prefer you go to locals so we can shut the insiders group down once and for all, because it is awful. The way that they're treating us, the way that they're treating people. I saw this when I was doing some digging yesterday. So on our insiders page for monetization, it says we're restricted. And I know this is hard to read, so you'll see this kind of embiggened. But essentially it says we cannot get new subscribers on our insiders page right now. We are only able to keep what we have. So the current subscribers, we're still, we can still get payment for their memberships, but we cannot get new members right now. And I was like, what the heck? What did we do? Well, I explored, and here's what we did. It says your page has restricted ability to earn money because you're in an ineligible country. Chicks on the Right is in a country where pages can't monetize with fan funding or subscriptions. And I'm like, wait, we're in the United States.
What country are we in? Facebook.
We have always been in the United States. Mm-hmm. And in fact, we are a verified page on Facebook and have been since 2020. And that means that we had to provide our US-based address, which we did. So this has happened randomly. I actually suspect that some of the people who have reached out to me and said, hey, you guys are, I'm trying to get back into insiders. I changed my form of payment and I can't get back in. I think this is why.
Yeah.
I think this might be why. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, what can I do? It says you can request a review and we'll take another look. They also said you've lost the ability to gain new subscribers or post in your group. You'll continue to receive payments from existing subscribers, but won't be able to add any new ones. Any updates to your subscription status will be posted here. I haven't tried posting in there, but I don't know. Maybe I can't anymore. Have you tried?
I haven't, but I will this morning. And so I feel like I probably still can. Yeah. Just like, cause they probably are treating me like, cause I haven't gotten the dings like you have.
Right. But it's my personal page that keeps getting attacked. Mm-hmm. I might be able to maybe I can post in there personally, but not as Chicks on the Right.
Right.
I'm not sure. But in any case, I was like, okay, well, I have to appeal this because this is clearly a mistake, right?
Yeah. And I always post personally. I always post as myself and not as Chicks on the Right. And that's probably part of the reason that I still can.
Yeah. So it says you can't request another review. I wanted to request a review. I haven't requested a review. So when I tried to hit the button, it says you can't do that for these violations. Some may have more information available. They didn't. And so I was like, well, wait a minute. Like, did the United States all of a sudden become ineligible? No, it's Cuba, Iran, Crimea, North Korea, South Korea, and Syria. They think we're in one of those countries.
Oh my God.
I was just like, what is even happening? I also want to make sure that we tell you about what's happening on Thursday. And that is that Zach Abraham, our BFF and sponsor from Bulwark Capital Management, he's hosting another inflation webinar. I think we told you about this last week too, but this is the week. It's this Thursday. It is happening at 3:30 Pacific time, which is 6:30 Eastern time in the evening. And so if you if you want to retire and you're worried, and even if you're far away from retirement still, if you want to someday retire and you're worried about how inflation and all these market changes could impact what you've got saved, this is the webinar rather, that you want to attend. And it's free. There's no cost to it. And you get tons of really, 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 really great information. Zach is so good at explaining all of this financial stuff. And so the only thing you have to do is just sign up. You can sign up for it at knowyourriskradio.com. knowyourriskradio.com. You can sign up for free. And then this is something that I don't have to say anymore because we have the
advisory services offered through Track Financial LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Investments involve risk and are not guaranteed. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Track 24244.
So I don't know how I did this. I have no idea how I did this, you guys, but I kept clicking things, and somehow I found a backdoor way to have a chat with a support person at Facebook. Okay. It was the most unbelievably frustrating chat I have ever had. So here is what it looked like. I copied and pasted it. I said, hey, this is what's going on. We've always been, still are in the United States. We've run this page for years. It's been fine. We can't request a review. We've been verified. This is an obvious mistake. Please correct it. They write back, thanks for contacting us. My name is Sohan. It's my pleasure to help you. Can you provide your email and phone number? I did that. It said, can you provide screenshots? And so I said, sure, here is what I'm seeing. We're in the United States. We've always been in the United States. And so he said, thank you for the screenshot. I explained further. I've tried hitting the request review button. It says I can't request a review. He said, here's how to submit an appeal. Please click the link and try it. I was like, I've already done that. It doesn't work. Here's our partner monetization policies. You may refer to this link. And I'm like, I sent you the screenshot of what happens when I try. He said, yeah, because you already clicked the request review button, which I hadn't. And I said, but I didn't get any acknowledgement that review request was submitted. How long is this going to take for somebody to look at this and know this is a mistake? And he sent me like this other link that had nothing to do with anything. And I was like, we haven't been restricted for that reason. Our restriction is because we're not a US based company, which is wrong. And I finally said, are you human?
Yeah,
because
I was just going to say, this is
you're not actually addressing the issue. He said, yes. Can I call you now? And I said, yes. And then all of a sudden he says, just to recap, this case is now resolved. And I'm like, oh my God. So that was not a human, right?
No,
at least that's what I thought.
Not a human.
Hour later, he freaking calls me. He calls me. And it's this guy, you can tell he's like from freaking Pakistan or some stan. I cannot understand a word.
He's a stan.
Make out like every third word.
Yeah.
We are on the phone for a half an hour and I am arguing with him because oh my God, it was so frustrating. He said, so we don't actually have access to change anything on your account, but here's what you need to do. You need to request a review. I'm like, Sohan, I told you in our chat, it's not letting me do that. That's why I'm chatting with you. I can't do it. It needs to be done on your side because your side is the one that made the mistake. He says, okay, well then what you need to do is just fix the violation. And I was like, well, the violation is that you guys think I'm not in the United States. Do you want me to be in the United States harder?
Yeah, because I'm not going to North Korea, Zohan.
You guys think I'm not here, but I am. And I don't know how to make that happen anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we went around and around this guy and he was like, well, there's nothing else I can do because we don't have access to fix this. And I'm like, you guys are freaking useless. And that was the end of it. So we're still restricted. We cannot get more subscribers. I may not be able to post to the page. Please, if you are still on Insiders, please just think about at least dual membership. I know that's more money. I know. But maybe instead of sending super stickers, you dually become a member. On Locals, you can say anything you want. You will never get blocked for posting Hunter Biden pictures. We will never have these kinds of problems because Locals is run by conservatives and they're normal.
Yeah.
So
it's a matter of time. They're shutting us down. That's what they're doing. It's going to happen before the election. That's totally my prediction. That's what this is all about. And Zohan, don't mess with the Zohan. Like these people are useless. I mean, it's like he's just there to pretend that he's helping. He's not helping.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
and I can't even tell you how I got into that chat. I still don't know how I backdoored my
Yeah.
way into even having a chat. I was so excited, and then it was like these ups and downs where I was like, "Oh my god, I'm in a chat," and then I was like, "Oh my god, it's not human. Oh my god, it is human. They're saying they're going to call me. Oh my god, it's not human." And then, "Oh my
So,
god, they're calling me."
okay, so people are asking what Locals is. Locals is like a Facebook. The infrastructure is probably not as it's probably not as good as Facebook. You know, a lot of people, because if you're used to Facebook, you're going to be like, oh, I don't know if I like this as much, but it's so much better from a free speech standpoint, and it will eventually get there. It will get there, especially if more people go to Locals. But I promise you, it's just leaps and bounds better from just a freedom standpoint.
Yes,
Yes, from a freedom standpoint. And people are going over there. People are moving, especially conservatives. And it's a Dave Rubin thing, right? I mean,
he's the founder of it. And now I think he sold it, but like it's still
right.
I mean, I think he's still very involved. You can get to it by going to chicksontheright.locals.com. That's how you find it. And by the way, even if you're not ready to subscribe, which means, because there's like a $4.90 or $5 monthly subscription, which allows you to comment, which allows you to see exclusive content from us. Even if you don't want to pay, go over there and just become a member, a free member, where you can at least see the content.
Right.
Because then if and when we get shut down on Facebook, you'll know that you're already there and you'll get the updates from us there. You won't ever lose contact with us that way. So even if you don't want to pay yet, which is fine, you can still be a member. You just don't see some of the more exclusive stuff, but you still see our videos every day.
Totally.
You still see all the posts. It's just that you can't comment or post things until you're a subscriber. So you can be a member and you'll be ready and at least do that. So we're all ready.
It's the closest thing to Facebook that you're going to find out there. It's just the closest thing. And it's free. It's free speech. You can say what you want. You're not going to get shut down. Yeah. And they're not targeting conservatives like they are on Facebook, blatantly targeting conservatives. So it's just a matter of time, you guys. We're going to get shut down.